Oh, look at me. Islam family. I'm going to wait for a couple of people to get online. Hopefully a couple of you will get online. I mean, I go by myself quite often, so it really doesn't matter. I'm going to put my unk here. See if I can get my unk to be on top. So let's see. While I make my coffee, I'll see who's going to join me this morning. How you doing, Lori? Islam. I ain't heard from you in a minute. And that could possibly be because I wasn't on social media really in a minute. So I commend you, Lori, for, you know, keeping everybody lit with information on the New York consular court page, and, you know, just being the beautiful, studious Moor that you are. So I commend you, C-Star. But I'm going to wait for a couple of more people to get on and make me my, hi, how are you? Wait for a couple of more people to get on because this is a very important topic of discussion. If you checked out the feed, it said, the question was what? Circle 7 Quran. I hold all Moors to that. I hold all Moors to Circle 7 Quran, and I also hold all Moors specifically to the covenant. And the covenant is chapter 25 of the Circle 7 Quran. So we can't sit here and just hold you know, so-called Bible classes and so-called we can't sit here and hold classes about loving each other, the 5 pillars of light, when we're not embodying that, when we're not teaching that, and when we're not reminded of that every time we interact and every time we think of saying a specific thing on Islam, a specific thing on social media, right? Social media is a tool. It can be used for the good of man, or it can be used for the demise of man, right? And Circle 7, as well as the 101s, the 101 questionnaire for Moorish women, Moorish adults and children, because the reality is we as functioning adults think we know some stuff. We think we smart. We think we're knowledgeable. But when challenged, we fall on our faces. Because the realities are, a lot of us sit here and talk the talk, but we don't walk the walk. We talk about love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, but when challenged or given a test, we fail. The realities are, a prophet comes when? Allah, the great Father, sends a prophet when the people are about to be destroyed. When the people are about to be destroyed based on the sin, a prophet is manifested into human flesh in order to get the people to at least due diligence. See, there go that lovely natural law thing. Gotta let me know I'm doing some stuff, right? So if I'm in error, if I'm in ignorance, the first thing that has to come down is somebody to give you and show you the light bearers, I call them, right? And Prophet Noble Drew Ali was a light bearer. He was a noble. And the thing that he came to do was correct man's sin. Or at the very least, get you to realize you're in it. You have been identifying as a brand, and because you've been identifying as a brand, you've been in dishonor of your ancestry, right? Your mothers, your fathers, your ancestors, your culture, your father. You know what I'm saying? The great God Allah. We've sinned him by acting like foreigners on our own land. Not only by acting like foreigners on our own land, but giving up our turbans and our fezzes and our sandals and our ancestral cultural attire to get along with Albions, with the pilgrims, with the colonists who came here not to be kumbayaing with you, who came here to destroy you. And the one thing they were able to destroy is a lot of our culture and our identity. They have destroyed our identity. We've been identifying as their subjects. You only can be 2 things on this planet. And one of those things is about to be eradicated on this planet, and that's the slaves. Slaves are going to no longer exist, meaning you're no longer going to be able to identify as a brand. You're no longer going to be able to identify underneath someone else. You have to stand in your own, and you have to go back in under your own vine and fig tree. And that means your own ancestral, cultural heritage. Right? I brought this live up because someone posted something on social media, and it was in reference to a family member, because we all are family. You don't get the choice to decide who your family is. Your family is your family. And it is your willfulness that is why you're in dishonor, right? So if you don't assist a brother or sister, if they are in need, you're in dishonor from your family. Because every beggar you see that is of Asiatic persuasion is your brother and sister. So if they ask you for $1, if they ask you for something, willfully give it. If you have it within your ability to give. If you have 10 Federal Reserve notes, give them 1. If you have 1 Federal Reserve notes, give them a quarter. My point is, we're supposed to be abiding by the Circle 7 Quran, the Holy Quran. There's a lot of different names attached to it, but the information is all the same within all of those documents, right? And the first thing I want to bring you to is chapter 25, which reduces down to 7. Right, numerology. And numerology, let's kick some what 7 really means, right? But before I kick what 7 really means and why you have to, it's all in the number, what energies is being conveyed, what message is being sent to you that you are supposed to be listening to. Chapter 25 of the Circle 7 Quran is the Holy Covenant of the Asiatic nation. Chapter 25 is the Holy Covenant of the Asiatic nation. All right? And I'm going to go to angel numbers, if I can get it up, because, you know, stuff is very slow where I'm at. But it's not going to stop. Can't stop, won't stop, some people say. Can't stop, won't stop. Anyway, I actually posted a video on how to wrap a turban, right? And it's so interesting because that video made it look so simple. Because you should see me in the morning trying to wrap my turbans, and the silkier ones are always a little bit more difficult and less secure feeling on my crown chakra. Because what you are protecting is your crown. You are protecting the energy that be harnessed within your crown so you don't lose anything, baby, because we in the matrix, right? And because we in the matrix, if we don't protect our crown chakra, it can be influenced. It can be, you can forget things, right? So I wear my turban out of honor for my ancestries, out of honor for myself, out of honor for Allah, as well as to protect my crown chakra. Because I want to keep all the information and all the energy that I need on a daily basis up here, where it belongs, right? Third eye, protecting the third eye crown chakra, right? All right, chapter 25. All right, let's go to this real quick. I just wanted to bring it up here so I could tell you what 7 means in the numbers. Okay, 1 digit 7. And then we'll go to 25. Right? So so chapter 25. I read this chapter because you really need to listen to what I'm saying. And I'm talking about every Moor on the planet. Islam, Paul, every Moor on the planet. I don't care if you belong to a so-called temple, whatever the hell that means. I'm going to put it where it is. We all are Moors. We are not separate. I do not create schisms in anybody, in everybody. And I don't care if they're your brother or your sister. If they are causing division, they are the problem. And Allah's going to correct that. We ain't got to correct it. We just got to put it out, let them know we know what they're doing. Causing schisms, which is a COINTEL word for an agent. Are you an agent working in some of these Moor science temples of America, frauding like you for the family, but causing division, talking about temple Moors, talking about the divine Moors? You're creating schisms, and you know what you're doing, and I'm telling you what you're doing. And Allah is going to deal with you. I ain't got to deal with you. Chapter 25, Circle 7 Quran, the Holy Covenant of the Asiatic nation. Ye are the children of one father, provided by his care, and the breast of one mother hath given you suck. Let the bonds of affection therefore unite thee with thy brother, that peace and happiness may dwell in my Father's house. And ye, when ye separate in the world, remember the relationships that bindeth thee. to love in unity, and prefer not a stranger before thy own blood. If thy brother is in adversity, assist him. If our sister is in trouble, forsake her not. So shall the fortunes of thy father contribute to the support of his whole race, and his care be continued to you all in love to each other. The reasons why I consistently read this and post it is because I don't want you to sit here and act like you don't know. All right? This is called due process. I'm going to let you know when you offend me. I'm going to let you know when you are causing schisms within the family and within the nation. And I'm going to let you know what your duty and your covenant is. Regardless of if you don't even know, if you haven't read it. You read it now. You've read chapter 25 of the Circle 7 Quran, Holy Quran, that was divinely prepared by our prophet, Prophet Noble Juwali, to get us out of sin and disobedience, to get us to recognize our errors, as well as a book for us to live by. So you need to read that book. It's only 47 chapters. 47 chapters of the most important information you are going to learn, because this information is going to show you who you are. It's going to show you what happened. It's going to show you why you are in this disobedience and why we had these schisms. The prophet came to liberate us. The prophet came to get us out of the enslavement, which is through the mind. He came to give us our names back. How dare you not acknowledge that, and how dare you create schisms and violate chapter 25. There is no such thing as different types of Moors. We all are one and we all are united. And anybody, institution, or organization that is creating schisms within the family, they are in dishonor. Bring them back to chapter 25. Bring them back to chapter 25. Let the words in chapter 25 never fall from here, your crown. Don't let nobody create schisms in our family. We are uniting of Asia. It is about the uniting of our people. It is about the unity of the brothers and the sisters in the family. So there is no such thing as new Moors. There's no such thing as Temples Moors. There's no such thing as who did your paperwork. Because your birthright is yours. You are a Moor regardless of if you sign any document and whoever you sign it with. That is your birthright. Nobody can deny you that. No one. No institution, no organization, no sheik, no sheikess. Nobody can deny you of it. The only person that can deny you of your inheritance and your birthright is you. So don't let these individuals that are low vibratory snakes deceive you, because they want to still sit on their ivory towers that they've created on the bodies of our brothers and sisters, on the freedom that has been taken away from many of our brothers and sisters. I hold the individuals working in these temples, these Moorish Science of America temples, whether they 501c, which means when people say 501c3, they specifically means they are registered within the state territories they're in. So they owe their allegiance first to the state, just so you know why they're not helping you. Because their first allegiance is to the state, because they registered for a benefit through the state. And through that registration, they said they was not going to teach politics. They were not going to teach law, which is why you don't get any of that from them. And if you're getting it from them, 99.9% of the time, they are not a 501c3. You ain't got to worry about it, and you ain't got to ponder it. When you go there, ask them if they are. And if you don't trust people because they are unknowledgeable and unhonorable, do a Google search. You can find it. It's right in your face. Can't hide this stuff, baby. We in the age of, is it the age of Aries, Aquarius? Y'all got to get me. I'm still working on the astrology, but the age of information, that is the age that we're in. Meaning nothing is going to be hidden from you. The only thing that's going to be hidden from you are the things that you wish to hide yourself from. The things you wish to put in front of you, right? So don't worry about what temples are 501c3 or what temple is not a 501c3. Go there if you want to go there. If they are nationalizing you, it is not an application you have to fill out. It is a document you stating and declaring your nationality. That's all. And it shouldn't be naturalization. I'm going to read chapter 25 again, just for those people who jumped on. Ye are the children of one father, provided by his care, and the breast of one mother gave you suck. So if we all come from one father, one mother, are we the same? Could there possibly be divisions between us? If you have tribal affiliations, that is your right, but they do not supersede your birthright. We all are one. Got to keep in mind, we create additional families because we don't like what one family's doing, so we go break off and call ourselves, okay, I don't want to be Maggie today. I am going to be Trish. So now you done got another damn tribe because there was a schism. So for there to even be more than one tribe, that means there was a lot of schisms. A lot of people having disagreements and saying, I'm out. The question that'll probably bake your noodle is, who was the first tribe that created the schisms? Who was the first that caused the division? I'll let you ponder that. I'm not going to give you the answer. Let the bonds of affection therefore unite thee with thy brothers, so peace and happiness will dwell in my house. So we're supposed to have peace and happiness and unity, because without that you cannot have peace, happiness, and unity. If we don't have unity, we don't have peace, and if we don't have peace, we don't have happiness. And that is a covenant, a divinity that we are supposed to be administering, right? And when ye separate in the world, remember the relationships that bindeth you to love and unity, and prefer not a stranger over thy own blood. A lot of us preferred a lot of strangers over thy own blood. And if you want to know what a stranger is, it's somebody who's not family. And I'll leave you to ponder that. So don't sit here and help a foreigner before you help your own family. Don't choose to help somebody else just because of whatever's going on within you. Don't violate chapter 25. Because I'm going to hold you to it. Because I want you to hold me to it. If thy brother is in adversity, assist him. If thy sister is in trouble, forsake her not. So whenever somebody comes to you for assistance and it's within your abilities to assist, do so. But I never say cause harm upon you or your family in order to give that assistance. Okay? If finance is all you can give, shucks, give that. But the reality is, we are the heirs to this vast estate, to the North Gate. None of us should be homeless. None of us should be living on the streets. There's plenty of land and plenty of domiciles around here that are available. So unity is needed in order to be able to have all of our family members in their own homes, happy, safe, and secure on their own lands. And all law treats to that, babies. You're free. It is your mind that is enslaved in the memory DNA of the past traumas that is keeping you encapsulated. So shall the fortunes of thy father contribute to the support of his whole race, in his care to continue to you all in love for each other. So the reasons why I came on here today, because I saw a disturbing comment from a sheik, from a temple, and the comment that she made, comment that she made disturbed me, and I made a point to bring it up, because I'm going to call people out who violate the Circle 7 Quran chapter 25, and you call me out if I violate it. That's how we keep each other's in checks and balances. That's how we keep our nation united, by calling out those creating schisms and trying to create deceptions in the ranks. Right? So the comment really bothered me, and I posted it on my site. So you can go find out who I'm talking about and what situation it is in regards to. Because I hold my matriarchs responsible for why we are in the condition we're in. Mothers, it is not the son's fault why we're here. I just want you to know that. Because the things that we are going to exercise ourselves from, it's going to free you, and it's going to allow you to realize what you did, what I did, or what we allowed to happen. And this social site keeps like bopping me out. It's so annoying. Because I posted it. You know what? I posted it on the site. Actually, let me just go to I'm gonna go to another place because it's not letting me bring it up there, so I'll go somewhere else to find it. I'll go somewhere else to find it, and I'll tell it to you. Right? An individual said, the papers, right? Who did your papers? Go to the individual who did your nationality papers. It was a sheik that said that. What she was ultimately saying is, go find whoever helped you nationalize, causing schisms and separatisms. And now, because, if you don't get your stuff done here, oh, I can't help you. Well, that's not family, and that's not how family acts. You should not support anybody who's not willing to assist you in fixing some type of issue that you happen to be involved in. But here's the reality. We also have to study. We also have to know what we're talking about, and we also have to have a good energy about us. And the temples are supposed to be helping us with that. When you're doing the Circle 7 Quran, you're supposed to be teaching it not in no biblical type of way, in a real, genuine love way. If you ain't coming to me with love, I can't listen to a word you're saying. If you're not loving me by talking in a calm, nurturing, and type of way, and not causing schisms, how are you supposed to be reaching anybody? And I commend those temples, more science temples of Americas that are doing their jobs. I commend you. I wish we saw more of you. I wish you had social media pages where you had your classes live, so the people can see you, so the people can digest the information that you have to give them. But that's something that you have to kind of, reconcile with yourselves, because you all should be transparent. I shouldn't have to come sit in your building in order to hear from you, in order to know you and intercourse with you. And you should not be posting a comment on a site where a brother is in need and you're pushing him away, especially if you have the ability to assist him. The very least you should have done was talk to that sister that posted that comment on Facebook in her messenger and asked her what assistance you could provide her with. And it might have just been a conversation to give her the right avenue approach to go in. Not to sit here and post some bullcrap comment about who did your papers. You violated Chapter 25. And you created a schism. Because paperwork does not free you. Your conscious abilities to know what's going on and know who you are is what does. You knowing who you are, knowing you are more, knowing this is your land, knowing these foreigners have responsibilities, oaths, covenants with you as well that they're violating every day. And that's what we're supposed to be fighting. We're supposed to be fighting all these corporations, all of these organizations that are on our land violating our people. Those are the people we should be holding accountable. Not fighting amongst each other because we too coward to fight the real enemy. Yes, I said it. Many of you are cowards. Many of you dwell in fear. And it's because of the energies that you have been pushing out into the world coming back to you. So yeah, I'm going to call you out. I ain't going to call your name. Just going to call you out. And I'm going to repost the stuff that you said. Because you owe a debt. Because reality is, we didn't get into this situation because the Moorish Science Temple, the individuals working within the Moorish Science Temples of America all over our continent were doing their due diligence. We're letting us know, first of all, you existed. We're teaching us law. We're not had schools, so we didn't have to go to the public schools within the communities we had. I hold those individuals completely. I'm being real with you. I hold them completely responsible for why we don't know anything. Why it took Taj Tariq Bey, Anna Ia L, Rosmariah Bey, Abdullah Mosley Bey, Jonathan Bey, all of these individuals offline to tell me who I am when you're probably right down the street from my house and I don't never heard of you. until a couple of years ago. So I hold those individuals who were operating more science temples of America in this land, on this landmass, and violating all of their own laws. Because even if I'm in code, I am your brother and I am your sister. And it is your duty to seek to assist us. Chapter 27. All right, numerology, chapter 7. This is what number 7. This is what number 7 means in terms of the angel numbers. It resonates with the vibrations and energies of collective consciousness, faith and spirituality, spiritual awakening and awareness, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual acceptance and development, mysticism, intuition and inner knowing, inner wisdom, psychic abilities, the esoteric. Esoteric means hidden sciences, hidden knowledge. Only a few can understand it. Only a few can understand esoteric versus exoteric, which is the majority can understand. Inner selves, deep contemplation, introspection, eccentric religion, thoughtfulness, understanding of others, natural healer and healing, science, secrets, myths, rituals, peace, poise, emotions, feelings, inner strength, endurance, and perseverance, persistence of purpose, the ability to bear hardships, quick wit, the loner, solitary, isolation. I mean, it can go on and on and on, but I'm going to tell you what specifically the number 7 tells of a beneficial time with obstacles overcome and success realized. Your angels are happy with your life choices and are telling you that you are currently on the right path. You are encouraged to keep up the good work with having been doing, as you are successfully serving your soul purpose and your life mission, and your angels are supporting you all the way. So we all have angels that are surrounding us, waiting for us to talk to them, waiting for us to say, this is what I need, this is what I want. We got to realize our reality is only things that we can think up in our minds, right? So if you have all bad crap in here and all negative crap in here, you are producing the energies you're dealing with. Think happy thoughts. I remember people used to tell me to post pictures of the things that you want. Not materialistic things. I mean, but you could do that. But like, for instance, let me tell you. Y'all keep thinking I've been playing. I love waterfalls. Right? That's where the heck I want to be. That's where I want to be right now. I want to be right in that water swimming. So I post pictures of waterfalls, beautiful cabins in the woods. I have screensavers, all types of things, right? To keep my mind on beauty, on positivity, on light-bearing activity. So I commend you to do the same. Go and find out the things that you want deep inside, and that's going to cause you to really start to meditate. What is it that I want? Because as long as I've been living, I have been doing nothing for myself. I have been working as a slave, filling the needs of everybody else but myself. So this is how you start Man is Mine. So let's see some of the comments that... Oh, and I was supposed to have question and answers yesterday and today. No, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and I apologize. I had personal consults that ran over, and I literally could not do them. But I will definitely make 100% effort next week to have the question and answers on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 2 p.m. for about 30 minutes. And I picked that time because I think that's the most time people will be available to ask particular questions. Because as more orders I am filling in terms of nationality, I am really being overwhelmed with a lot of activity. So that's why I'm not on here as much as I would like to be, talking to you and educating you through knowledge of yourself to see we are doing a lot of the energies that we're okay. Repeat what Noble Jew Ali said, sis. Don't mix his words. Peace and love. What? Repeat what Noble Jew Ali said, sis. Don't mix his words. I don't know what you mean. I see you're a coffee drinker like myself as well. I didn't mix his words. I read verbatim what he said, and I put little interpretations in. But if you were here in the beginning, Richard, I read it completely word for word. So you just gotta read. You just gotta watch the video over again, because I read it completely word for word, and then the next time I read it, I just started talking in the middle of it. But the Circle 7 Quran, as well as chapter 25, chapter 25, is on the file section in the drive. So you can just, file section in the group. So you can just go kind of download it and read it for yourself. Islam, peace and love. I love your unity and love as well. Stick with Noble Juwali. Keep naysayers quiet. Beautiful message as well. Islam, Richard. That's your good energy taking over the site, sis. All right. So I said what I came on here to say. Anybody, any institution, any organization that is creating schisms and not trying to unite Asia, the uniting of Asia, is not your friend. And let's just point them back to Circle 7 Quran, chapter 25. We're supposed to be creating unity, not schisms. So anybody creating schisms, automatically send them back to chapter 25 of the Circle 7. Like, you ain't supposed to be acting like that. And when a brother's in need and when a sister's in adversity, it's our responsibility through the covenant to assist them. They are the very first person we should be assisting. So my question is this: are you sending all of your finances to Rome, which is why you can't assist your family? So is that a violation of Circle 7 Quran, where it speaks of? Where's it at? Let me find this. And when you seek separate in the world, remember the relationships that bindeth you to love and unity, and prefer not a stranger before thy own blood. So, I think that could be a violation of chapter 3. You are paying something that you don't have to pay because of your ignorance and your lack of unity. And when your sisters and your brothers need $5, you ain't got it to give because you're too busy giving it all to Rome because of the ignorance and the lack of knowledge within. So I'm only saying that because that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be assisting our family first. Family first. Family first. Unity. The Moorish American Consulate is your beacon light. It is you becoming the competent heirs that you are, unifying and coming with a common goal, a common voice to say, 1, I am a Moorish America. 2, I am on my ancestral Moorish land. 3, you have a covenant with me, you foreigners, and my ancestors, and you need to be fulfilling those. 4, I am about peace on the land and no violations of any of the laws that gave you protection here. So while you violate all of our lands and any of our lands in our laws, you are no longer welcome. Nor do you have safety and security with those lovely banners that you like to fly. If you're violating the oaths that the banner was actually created for, you are in violation and you shouldn't be flying that banner. And I'm talking about the U.S.A. banner. So if you ain't about the oaths that you took, just having the freaking banner is an oath, just so you know. If you flying that U.S.A. banner and you violating the laws, you're in dishonor. So don't be coming on my property trying to deliver things when it clearly says private. If my property says private, you got to ask permission to come on it. And nothing outside of that permission gives you authority. And also, if you are flying your Moorish American flags, if you are flying your flags on your property, that's letting them know who the heck you are by itself. It ain't your responsibility. It's not your responsibility to educate them. It is their due diligence. It is flying on your property. They know you are not corporate wars, just so you know. And they need to be cognizant of that, right? So the point I'm trying to make today is we need to stop creating schisms, and we need to stop allowing it to move. We need to cut it off wherever we see it. So whenever somebody is causing schisms in the family, talking about, this paperwork, like paperwork is your freedom. No, your ability to articulate yourself is your freedom. Your ability to know what the laws are. And the more science tipples that sit here trying to act like they can do something for you, if they ain't teaching you law, they in violation of their coven, of the bylaws. Automatic. They ain't got a school, violation. And they ain't got a press, violation. And you should be saying something. I commend individuals who are thinking about going to a temple. Ask them for their documentation when you go there. Can I see the application for nationality? And then post it on social media. Let us know what they got going on in there. Let us know what they're really doing. Are they naturalizing you underneath the U.S.A? Because the reality is corporate. Because the realities are, if they are 501c3, they in violation. They ain't got no authority. None. They have null and voided their position of authority by registering within the corporate state. It's a violation, babies. It's also treason, just so you know. It's also warring against the Aboriginal Indigenous people. Foreigners doing that right now. They're warring against you, and you're not doing anything. Unity is what we need. Unity is the key. Organization, strategy. So register your status with the Moorish American Consulate, and if you need us to help assist you in nationality, cocnemxm@gmail.com. State your request, and we will be with you. We will give you the documentations for you to do it all by yourself. If you need assistance, there is an allodial cost schedule that is negotiable. Everything is negotiable. Everything is contract. I cannot tell you or make you do anything without first giving you all of the obligations, the responsibilities, the considerations. But at the end of the day, it is your responsibility as well as your rights to either accept or deny. Right? So, ask yourself this. What has the Moorish Science Temple of America, what has it done for us so far? What have those institutions done for the people? What communities do they dwell in? And how are those communities benefiting for them being there? This is about accountability, family. And this is what the unity is about. We are supposed to be accountable for each other and accountable for all of the energies and all of the things that we do. Right? We are our government. The people, we the people, are the Moorish Divan. And we make the rules, not the other way around. Because without the people, there is no unity. And without unity in the people, there is no government. And the only government that can exist on your land and have sovereignty is the Aboriginal Indigenous. Everybody else is corporate. And only tied to the contracts and the oaths as well as the treaties that we have between each other. And the U.S.A, they violated like they keep violating. And they have already dissolved themselves. And you're still looking for them for support. And they're going. You ain't noticing the stores closing up shop. You ain't noticing none of that stuff going on. So, but I only came on here to talk about that, really. I got stuff to do. I got orders to fill. I gotta talk to people who really want to build that infrastructure, want to rebuild and reestablish unity here with their brothers and sisters and start really living life instead of being enslaved and doing things that slaves do, which is work for everybody else but they self. Islam? Peace and love, family. Y'all have a great day. Okay, wait a minute. Kima? I need assistance. I haven't received... What do you mean? I'm confused. Send an email. I'm confused as to your situation, but you got to also keep in mind, y'all have avatars on your social sites, and your Moorish appellations are completely different than your actual name, your actual avatars. So when you're speaking, I already know half of you, these are not your Moorish titles. So if you want to speak with me and treat with me, I got to speak with the Moor, not the avatar, right? So when you want to address me as your Moorish appellation, please, because that is not your name. And I have an idea of who you might be, But you could clear that up by just stating who you are for the record, right? To let me know so I can treat to you. Because right now, that's not your Moorish appellation. I don't believe, Kima. So can you post it so I can get a little bit more clarity, since I am on the line and you are on the line as well? And I can treat with what the heck you're talking about? I don't understand when you say something I've done wrong. I haven't received a response. I mean, you have to clarify. This is the part that I have to talk about competency. We have to state what it is that we want in words, complete, and say, this is the issue. I, Sharon Tracy Galbay, have contacted you on the 7th, let's say. I'm just using this as an example. And the reasons for my contacting you is this. Can you please give me some sort of support or request a call back to some degree so I can fix whatever situation that you're having, and then sign at the bottom in your Moorish appellation so I can treat to you, because you guys send me requests with your through your emails. You don't put your names on them. I mean your appellations on them, so I don't know who I'm talking about, and then I got to do a search based on the email address who I'm talking to, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to talk to the natural being. I don't want to talk to your avatars. And I'm not talking to your avatars. I want to talk to the Aboriginal, Indigenous, Moorish brother and sister that is asking and seeking for assistance. So that means stating who you are, stating your request, and then giving a way of contacting you in a particular time to contact you. But keep this in mind. Our Moorish American consulate increases through support from you and me. I'm supporting 100%. Some of you are supporting as well, but some of you are really not. And that's not going to say that because you're not supporting, you're not going to get any assistance. You are. But also realize Allah is a part of this and is all in this. And if your intent is wrong, if you are not really supporting, because energy is, I need energy just like you need energy, I need energy. It needs to be a transference of energy, right? I was like, so how dare you ask me to give you energy and you ain't give me any? That's unfair. So let's start transferring positive, beautiful energy with one another, because you give a whole lot of energy. A whole lot of energy to the foreigners right now. 99% of your energy today is going to foreigners. Just so you know. Give us some. Especially, we are where liberation is. Your people. Not these corporations. Some of you work 2, 3, 4 day jobs. You're giving all of your energy away to other individuals that are very much a part of your afflictions and your pain. I walk around this community and see all of these foreigners with businesses, profiting businesses, and you, brothers and sisters, are the ones promoting it, providing services to it. You're calling all these foreigners as opposed to your own family for support. And then when you need somebody, you calling us, looking for energy but don't have any energy to give. I hold you accountable to Chapter 25. I hold myself accountable to Chapter 25. Give me some energy so I can give you energy. But don't ask me to give all of it and you give none. But yet you're giving all of the energy to the foreigners. That's not fair. And Allah ain't going to give you nothing. He going to sit here and every time I try to send you an email, it's going to get deleted. Some kind of way. Keep thinking all of this, all these issues that we're having through, different things is energy. Whatever energy sometimes you ain't going to be able to do some stuff till you deal with some stuff, right? So give me some energy, family. I cannot just keep giving all of this energy, and I'm not just giving it to one person. I'm giving it to a multitude of individuals on a daily basis. I usually go down after like 6 o'clock. I'm like, no, that's family time now. That's me usually. But during the day, I'm all ears. Send me a message. Talk to me. But don't send me a comment on social media when there's so many other outlets for you to use to kind of contact me. And they are preferred because I can't treat with a particular individual situation here, and I'm sure I've already answered you. The question is, did you receive the message, or was it interfered or blocked for whatever reason. Because some of this stuff is divinity. Islam, peace and love. Love you guys. Stay bright on this beautiful Thursday. Thursday is ruled by Jupiter. Thursday is ruled by Jupiter and is the best day for spells, for justice, protection, and travel. And actually, in addition to that, I have a calendar that I posted. Look, I'm just dropping everything. I'm just dropping everything, y'all. I don't know what's been going on. I posted a calendar, and I know you can see it in this backwards, I know. I posted it on my social site, so go check it out. This is our calendar, babies. This is colonized mind. This is freed Asiatic mind. That's in Arabic, I believe. Arabic, English. Do you realize we are living in two paradigms? You were in colonial paradigm. You're trying to get back into your Asiatic paradigm. I love you too, David. I don't ever see you that much, though, David. You be busy, don't you? What you do? But, Islam family, just, start being there for each other. Start loving each other. Start really supporting each other and assisting each other, and stop causing schisms. And whenever you feel or see somebody causing division within the Moorish nation, bring them back to 25, chapter 25. You're supposed to be helping each other, and you're supposed to be causing unity, creating unity, not the schisms. So peace can dwell in my Father's house. Because the only reason peace doesn't dwell here is because you all be tripping. So Islam, peace and love. Y'all have a great day. Y'all have a great Thursday. Oh, wait a minute. I can tell y'all something else. What's today? What's Thursday? Today is the 20... No, what's today? Today's the 19th. And that is the day of, I believe, Gemini. I think we're in Gemini today. It's the arms. Yep, we're in Gemini. We'll be in Gemini. We started Gemini on Wednesday. We'll be in Gemini today. And tomorrow we're going into Cancer land. So I'm going to try to start, bringing a lot of science with me and bringing a lot of our ancestral heritage with us, so y'all can get back in alignment and realizing your frequencies rotate. Then I'm going to put this turban on right, because it just feels so weird on my head right now. And get back with y'all. All right? Peace and love, family.